So I've made many video letters on YouTube. I reckon more than 10. I'm going to make one today, and it is by far one of the most controversial ones I've made because the person is quite a controversial person, and I do believe that he is in many ways a character because of the comedy that he portrays or acts, I suppose. This guy has like 7 channels. So I've done some research after I recorded the main video. He hasn't got 7 channels. He's got 5. Which I can't even look after 1 channel, let alone 2, let alone 7. So there's that. I think he's a really interesting person. He's like Marmite, basically. He divides people. You know, you either love him or you hate him. I've hated him before. Right now I'm kind of like borderline. But I respect him. Like I mentioned, he's got 7 YouTube channels. And a lot of big creators are going through some serious changes because of YouTube and the adpocalypse, whatever the hell it is. I don't agree with some of the things he says, but that doesn't make him a twat or a bastard or whatever. Yes, he does say some bastardy things and some twatty things, but he's human. Now, I'll probably get quite a bit of hate for this video, right? But I'm okay with that because I might deserve it. I'm probably going to say something in this video that's wrong. This take of the video is completely unscripted, badly researched, unresearched really. I think this deserves to be said. So let's do this. Dear Onision, or Greg, congratulations on the success of 5 YouTube channels. 5. Wow. I think it's 7. If it isn't, then I've just completely ruined the whole thing. If I do that, then I'm an idiot. I don't like your tweets. Sometimes, I'll be honest. Recently in the country where I live, like the UK, there has been some really bad things happening, like atrocities, like bombings and that sort of thing. And I know a lot of countries have them as well, and you know America's gone through them itself, and it is awful. I think it was insensitive, the things you've been saying, you know, comparing atrocities. That is wrong. I believe that's wrong, and you know that's that. But however, you have apologised on YouTube publicly for several things. You know, for saying in the past few months you've been a dick, that is so wonderful that you did that, because it takes a lot for someone to apologise. You know, like if I just do this to my girlfriend, you know, she'll be like, "Dude, what the fuck," right? And she'll probably push me back and you know have a go at me. But that's all right. You know, I deserved it. Now, I'm not saying you deserve the hate you get, because no one deserves serious, you know, aggressive, I hope you get cancer kind of hate, because no one deserves cancer. I don't know, man. It's like, I understand that shock humour is brilliant. There's a comedian that I really enjoy in the UK called Frankie Boyle, who's a Scottish comedian, and he said some really outlandish and really like bloody hell kind of things, and I think that's fantastic. You've made some videos that are quite clearly like there to just piss people off, and I quite like seeing people being pissed off. Like, it's quite cool, you know. Like, I've seen myself in previous videos being pissed off, and I've watched myself going, yeah, he's a dick. I know I'm waffling on here, but there is some point to what I'm saying. I want to make it completely clear that this is not a hate video. This is just like an observation from, I suppose, a fan. You know, I totally get what you're doing, I think. It's quite difficult sometimes to understand what's going through your mind when you say things and do things. But from an outsider's perspective, from a fan's perspective, I know what you do, you know. And I think, you know, YouTuber to YouTuber, you're playing this whole YouTube game really well, you know. Like, there's certain things that I don't, again, understand. Like, some of your videos, like, some of the titles are extremely clickbait. But, again, that's something that all YouTubers will do at some point, you know. We need to take a bite, or we need to do something to get a bit more, you know, moolah in the bank, or whatever, a bit more money in the bank. You know, threatening to leave YouTube is quite a strange thing to lie about or whatever, but then again, you know, you have made some changes to your channels. And I was going to say, only an idiot would pretend to leave YouTube, but I've done the same. I've made a video called Quitting YouTube, and in the video I'm saying, that's something I never do. That is so horrible. That is such a that is such an arsey thing to do. Like, I love YouTube. I think YouTube is fantastic. There's so many success stories on here, and and obviously you're one of them. You know, I think you're playing the game right, and I think that it's led you to some sort of dark paths, and you face some really like big challenges from, you know, super crazed fans and scandals that may or may not have happened, you know, and sort of YouTube arguments. At the end of the day, you do you, you know, you do you better than anyone else. You play your game the way you want to do it, and I don't want to get all deep here, but obviously you've gone through some, you know, tough times, like a lot of people have. And I hate the fact that YouTube might be one of the reasons why you go so far as to get really, like, you know, depressed or whatever, because it's your character. And I'm going to say character because I genuinely believe that some of the videos that you've made, you know, obviously you play characters, you actually, like, you know, I mean, you have costumes, that sort of thing. Obviously you have characters. But what I'm saying is, in some of the videos, you're not wearing a costume and you're being brutal. And once again, I might not believe, or I might not, you know, totally agree with your opinion. But at the end of the day, Onision is a character. Onision is a channel. I've said some things on YouTube that aren't true, that aren't believable, that aren't right. I'm sorry if this video is like kind of just waffly and boring and like just laid back, but I just want to get my point across that I don't hate you, and I don't think that you deserve hate for a lot of things you do. There's certain things I don't really pay attention to, and I'll probably get comments saying, but have you heard about this? But have you heard about this? I don't pay attention to that sort of stuff, because the person I'm talking to right now is Greg. And Greg is a guy, he's a father, you know, who's very successful on the internet, who is going through a weird time in his life because his career is like a bit wobbly because of the thing that he's doing the most, which is so weird. You know, it is weird, and I just think that from the thick of it, or whatever the term is, you are a creator, you're doing your best to be the best you can be. I just wish you success. Going for the things you say on Twitter, like, I might not agree with them, but I'm not going to like reply and say, oh, you're a bastard for saying that, or you're a prick for saying that, because that's just going to start a fight, that's just going to start hate. And, you know, it's not worth it. But also, once again, you're Greg. We all say things we don't mean sometimes. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I want to say, really. Yeah, yours sincerely, Sam Chaplin and stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing how this video does. Yeah.